Good morning. Welcome to a morning review on Friday, 23rd of October. This is Kim Watson speaking for Easy Trader. So looking at the euro dollar first, and as you can see, Draghi's comments, the um, ECB's from the ECB's meeting, I saw the euro selling off pretty sharply. We've just come down to quite a sort of key point here. We've been around this level for some time in the past. It's both been a support, a resistance area, and a support area. So it's quite almost pivotal where it sits here at around about the 1.1. Sitting there, possibly finding a bit of support this morning. How are days normally seen off after this? Well, often there's an inside day, choppy, um, not the easiest to trade. So um, it almost makes it look like I'm glad we're going to a show today. However, it could retrace some of this big pile it's given away. Got very extreme, so any sort of movements back to the four alleys, maybe 4 alley 8 or so, may see a, a, a retest of these lows, but um, it has got its daily pivot above us, which could be a draw. Also the 21s, and it's heading for those at least at the moment by the looks of things. So it did get quite um, oversold along this level here, so may just see some sort of correction. As I say, the 111 area is quite pivotal from quite for some time now, so interesting, as I say, how that works. Okay, news-wise today, we do have the French flash manufacturing figures out at 8 o'clock, and then we've got the German figures at 8:30. These can create sort of 20 pip moves, a couple in the right direction, could give something a little bit more. So, at 8 o'clock, you get the French figures out, and they come in both together, positive or negative, and then you get the German figures coming out in the same way. It can set the tone for the morning, so we would be watching that. Okay, and that's pretty much on the euro. Okay, so the pound dollar felt euro's pain to a degree and sold off again once again yesterday. It tested those highs that we've been seeing. It seems that again it's a pivotal area, 155 area. Price is struggling to get past this. It's now a decision, an important factor to see whether the pound can recover from this area and push up once again towards that level, or whether this time it's going to roll a little bit further to the downside, maybe back to its 34. It still hasn't touched its daily 21, so there's a possibility we could get back towards that sort of area. The four alleys is really not giving us too much clue here. It's just chopping away, if anything, a sort of a bearishy sort of pattern kicking in there. The 60-minute really confirming that, but we are within a smidgen, or I say smidgen, not too far away from its daily pivot here, but we have got this sort of bear flaggy pattern sitting overall, which, well, it really needs to break this level here for me to get bearish on it. Otherwise, it could just end up getting up and consolidating, much the same as euro. Any sort of major retracements could see it coming back to, as I say, back up towards those highs, not necessarily straight up there today, unless there was something ready to drive it. Okay, that's a pound. No news on the pound today. That should affect the pound too much. Dollar yen. Major shock here, not. It's moved back up to the prior highs and found a bit of resistance this morning into the 200 yet again. One thing it has done now is it's closed through that daily 50, perhaps. If it can get any legs here, it may push on a bit further, but it is back within that range, which it seems to like rather a lot. Okay. Bearish signal on the 4 alley there with a shooting star at the highs here. We could end up with a bearish pivot swing, which could sit then coming back towards its daily pivot, certainly 21s. It's very much a inverted pound in terms of what we're seeing here. So it's got the pivot 21s kicking around here. There was slight divergence maybe at the highs here on this 60-minute. So it could, as I say, it could continue its sort of roll back there. I mean, most of this price action caused by dollar buying from Eurozone trading, creating demand for the dollar, which has had a knock-on effect around. So finally, the Aussie dollar. The Aussie dollar's the bright spark for a moment. It's recovered from, well, yesterday it didn't really sell either way. A very consolidated day with a doji there. If anything, it could end up looking relatively bullish for a continuation into next week, although it is just at the top of its daily pivot, daily range trend band even. If it can close or break above that, it could give, if it continue with this bullish flag that's sort of sitting here. Broken through some key levels such as the 50, the 4-hourly 50 here, so it's been quite a nice strong movement at the moment. It's getting into the overbought sort of situation on some time frames. The important thing is here on this shorter term time frame, the hourly time frame, it's broken the 60-minute trend line here through the Asian session, and it's pushed up pretty strongly back towards its weekly pivot. It's whether it can hold on to the gains. I wouldn't be surprised rather if we didn't see some sort of retracement before it does give another push up there, but a good Asian session for the Aussie. But the problem has for anyone trying to trade it today, it's already had a decent range, so it may just be a little bit more consolidated as well. Okay, that's pretty much it. Other news out today, there's some Canadian news out, the core inflation figure coming out at 130, and that's just about it. So not a big day in terms of news today. Okay, I'll leave you to it. Have a great day. Bye for now.